What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And this particular video, I will be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4, Episode 5. Shout out to my YouTube fam, and let's get into the show. I don't know about y'all, but I was kind of confused at what the hell was going on in this particular episode. But we're just gonna roll with it just because. So first, again, I want to bring out about the Tierra Marie situation to get it out the way. You have Cisco, he's talking to A1 at, at some lounge bar club, little lounge bar, whatever. And Moniece and Nia, come in because, they seen that he, pressed locate of his location. And they found where he was to confront him, about him sending her to get like a fat belly detox or some shit instead of take care of the problem. And, they want to do a real intervention. And he's like, the detox, is supposed to help. And they're like, Moniece is the main one talking. And Nia, well, I forgot which one was saying it. But they're like this, which is true. That is just for a hangover. It's not completely something that's going to take care of, that problem that she has. It's an addiction. It just doesn't go away overnight. And also this too, y'all. I used to take a couple addiction classes as well, and so forth. And not to bring it up, but it's important that my ex who had passed away, he also had to deal with alcoholism. And one of the main things I learned from the class, and even witnessing that, one thing you can't do for when you are trying to say, one of the most dangerous things you cannot withdraw off is alcohol. Okay? So, even with that detox thing, not to say be critical, but that is actually very dangerous to get off, cold turkey, especially alcohol. Okay, so even though some people may think like, well, I don't drink every day, but when we see a lot of times that we've been dealing on off the past couple years or seasons, we've been seeing the same problem. But of course, and it's kind of weird women to say, of course she's not going to stand, and of course he is kind of indirectly enabling it. And so he feels type of way. When he said, I'm not trying to go through this, my friend is in this problem, come over to me, let's go. Okay, they go. And Cisco, whatever, man, I'm so sick of them, blah, blah, blah. And A1's in the confessionals, like, I've seen this before. I've seen Tierra, drink a honey jack, I don't know what type of liquor or wine that is, but he said she took it to the head and drunk all of it, okay? We got another scene, Tierra Marie is in the studios. And she's got, I think she's supposed to come out with an album based on Wikipedia. We all know how accurate sometimes that shit is. It's working on some music, and the music didn't sound too bad. Okay, it sounded pretty nice, but you know how you get that little snippet where, oh, it sound good, or it sound or see look good, but I don't know. Just enough where got a little interest right here, just a little interest right here, but it can still fool you 2 seconds later. So they're talking, and Cisco decides to tell her about the whole thing with, they're telling them, confronting her, confronting about, Tierra Marie's issue. And he's saying, they talking about, her going, basically tell Tierra Marie, like, how she's got a problem. He feels she don't have a problem, how they trying to basically put her forever into these rehabs like that's going to help. And that's why I'm kind of wondering, y'all, has any of y'all paid attention? Has Cisco ever admitted how he got off of the addiction of prescription pills? Even though I'm kind of wondering what is he taking now, because I know he said he had some type of spinal injury or something with his spine or back problems. What does he do now? And how did he get himself off alcohol? I really want to know. Did he go to that same detox center? I want to know, what did he do to get himself off? Because there are some people that can get themselves off of certain addictions, and and they okay. Some people had to go repeat it several times to rehab, or Alcoholics Anonymous and so forth. I'm just wondering, what did he do? Okay, so he's basically, then again, imagine Tierra Marie decides to ask him, so when they were talking stuff, what did you say? And his Cisco you know, this is when the honeymoon, all the smashing, I love you W's, whether y'all don't love each other, not goes out the window type of thing. And he's like, I'm not going to tell you. You know, that Cisco, the sweet part, you know, start coming out. You know, you start seeing a little redness on top of the top of his head. And she's like, what do you mean you ain't going to tell me? I'm just asking a question. And Cisco in the confessional's like, man, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's not saying to trust me. That I'm supposed to be under. So here's the evidence to me. I'm so sick of this, whatever. Walks out, but then he, I guess to another room, and then they talking. But I noticed there are bodyguards present, just in case something might pop off. Okay. Sex and drama sometimes don't go together hand in hand. A lot of times it don't. So they're talking, and he just explains, like I said, explain her. They're still talking about the same subject, and he, you know, she feels some type of way about them coming to her, of course, about, coming to him about this intervention thing. And, you know, he got a point. He was just letting know, because he, you know, they're talking and get to the point like, you know what, you know, you need to check your friends, basically. And here Thierry, you know, and like I said, it was like back forward, it was more calm down, but it went from 0 to 25. But then she calmed down saying, well, I ain't got no friends. So we got another scene where Tierra Marie meets up at Moniece's house, which last week apartment. But now all of a sudden we have Moniece's house that she's moving into. And Nia's there. And really, truthfully, considering the circumstances, they could have probably, wherever they're deciding to do, possibly, you know, maybe the intervention, or maybe if she can go to rehab where it's inpatient, outpatient, maybe they could have asked her, you know, if she doesn't have any relatives, say, that live in, you know, Hollywood, in that area, you know, what they should do, consider their friends of, you know, Tierra, you know, not, you know, relatives, or, you know, whatever, in-laws, whatever. And ask what to do in that circumstance. Because, you know, Tierra already came out, you know, was like mad, like, you know, what did y'all go to my man for, blah, 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 y'all could have went to me, blah, blah, blah. And truth be told, yeah, she has a point. But y'all, do y'all really believe that she would have still been calm, or felt that same way, or still be just as peaceful and woofsa if they came to her? I'm just saying, yeah, they probably should have left Cisco alone, consider. They were saying, like, they figure since Cisco is your man, that's why we're trying to have him come to, you know, he said, you know, you're dealing with a problem. We realize you have a problem. So we were trying to work it out. But, you know, our Jeremy, she came in there, you know, already tense. Even though they asked her, you know, have you been drinking? She said, no, I haven't. She's like, I don't drink like that. I don't have a problem. And Moniece, I think, was the one in the confessionals, like, you know, we already know that the alcoholics are not going to admit that they have anything. So she basically storms and walks off, whatever. And, you know, Moniece was saying something like, you know, I'm just done with this whole Cisco thing, whatever. Because, you know, of course she's mad. Of course, Tierra Marie feels some type of way. So it's basically one of those things like, you know what, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all never should have went to him. I'm mad. I'm pissed off, blah, blah, blah. Y'all ain't shit. I'll keep going. So, anyways, y'all, we have another scene where we got Moniece and her girl, KD. I don't want to say the name. Is it AD or KD? I'm trying to think about it. I don't know why. She does kind of remind me a little bit younger, like a little sister, Katie Lane. Look that up. Okay. But they're at the restaurant, and I don't know why they were talking about, you know, here Moniece, instead of eating some spinach or something like that, she talking about she want to go puff kitty cats or whatever she's talking about. But I'm like, even her girl was sitting there like, really? Okay. I was just gonna ask you, what wine did you want? What, okay. And all of a sudden, Ray pulls up from last week, whatever. Because, you know, like I said, it turns out, you know, Masika was not only mad with, Rayo, but she's also mad at Mr. Ray, because she felt like, okay, already I'm invited based on what you said. You know, I'm still was mad at him. But you didn't keep your, you know, you sat there and, you know, got jumpy with him too. So he's, you know, like Moniece said, you know, sometimes he, you know, you know, I think she said that was a gay husband for years, whatever. Now, you know, she was claiming like he is having one of his Rachel moments, which that's something he's okay with her saying. So, okay. But all of a sudden, Moniece you know, they talk about the situation, about the event. And then Moniece said, well, maybe you should go hit, or Masika and Zell going, you know, basically, hey, you know, get back, try to talk and be, you know, getting their pedicures and stuff together. Okay. And Mr. Ray's gonna go there, which I already knew it was a disaster to happen. And again, Moniece went to the wrong damn person and should have went there and just not said anything about the location. No. What I meant to say is the wrong information, because she should not have told Mr. Ray where they were at. Unless Masika said it was okay. You see what last time Azil about to up there bust his ass on the darn compact eyeshadow and some damn lipstick and lip glosses and shit, and bust his ass pics gonna be somewhere. No, they don't need to be there unless they already talked. But still, it still was something Masika was. She didn't add the location, okay, on Instagram. And let's get that out the way. When we have Keyshia Cole is there, but I want to bring this part in real quick. Keyshia Cole meet her in the episode. She meets with Masika and I. She's met them, whatever. And again, of course, they're talking about the vent. They're talking about possibly the intervention situation, possible intervention with Tierra. And Keyshia Cole's like, okay, well, basically a nice way trying to dance away from that situation, because in the confessionals, she just like unless the person is there, and I think she kind of mumbled it during the scene. We shouldn't be talking about the person, and then I'm kind of looking at the episode like right at that scene really like this, because we already know with Keyshia Cole, and I'm not going to bring that up, but if y'all know, Keyshia Cole has dealt with situations, her family dealing with relatives that have dealt with addictions, and so kind of like her take on this kind of like, which is she's right true, like the person needs to be there and y'all need to talk about it, blah blah blah. So I also think too that's when Keyshia Cole and Moniece Masika about talking to Zio about maybe come to a resolution, and I may be talking to Mr. Ray another time, because like I said, Masika still ticked off more so Ray, because he was supposed to keep his composure. She told him to calm down. He the one suggested her, but him to come Zio to come down there. But at the same time, I think that's why he supposedly invited him was to show where loyalty was. Like, y'all could have just sent a picture and tagged him in the photo. Shit. I mean, to show where loyalty is, like, so we have another scene where we're about to go into the Keyshia Cole / Lyrica / Sky situation. So let's just we got Solo. What is his name? Okay, Goldie Blondie. We gonna call him that, okay? Because he was giving me Goldie. He's got an interview. Unless this guy feels some type of way that she felt like she was purposely set up by him. Solo, isn't his name Solo? Okay, Solo Goldie. We gonna call him that. Okay. She I think Forrest Rush, I think also calls him that too, or something along the lines. But she follows him at the radio station, and tries to confront him, like, forget your interview, blah, blah, blah. And he says he does not know, like, what are you talking about, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, got to the point, I don't want you, forget you. And they blur out something she said, like, I hate you, basically, blah, blah, blah. I don't want you no more. So he was like, at first he was like, thought maybe she was just like talking smack, but maybe she was just mad at the moment. Then he just like, oh, really? You really can't stand me? Okay, well, we already know you were passed around. Okay, whatever. And then she all knowing there's already got 5 securities, but she somehow is going to jump and leap. Okay, she about to do a leap and jump over some folks to get to him. Okay. Then we got another scene. So he's, he's mad. She's mad and upset about him. Basically say she was a pass around. Okay. More dudes have seen her cooch than a gynecologist. Okay, in a year. That's what pretty much he's going to say. All right. So he said. And he's just saying to himself, like, man, I need to stop messing with these strippers. Okay, end scene. We don't see him anymore in the episode. So she goes to meet Lyrica, and Lyrica has met her because, Soto Goldie works with her husband, A1. And that's how she met Leslie Sky. She thinks she's fun, she's a nice person. And Sky said she was just saying she's so upset and she didn't like how he treated her. Also, confession, she didn't like how he treated her. That's not right. He said he loved me. And it's like, it's sad. And she just keeps putting herself in situations like this. And she's tired. And here's the thing here. Unfortunately, some people will say anything. We even heard people be like, I swear to God. I swear on my heart. Blah, 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 blah. I love you. I own my mom, my great-grandmama's grave. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. And some people be, you know, even go as far as saying, you know, like I said, swear on future kids they got it, whatever, lie they ain't got it. There's some people go to stream. People be like, why would they say that? It's because some people can. Some people will say any darn thing and don't care, unfortunately. And she's talking about the word love, and you know, some people say I love you, and I'm you know, I love you so much. If you needed one of my ribs, I will give you one. And some people, unfortunately, get gullible and take it to heart. Like they said, they'll give me one of their ribs. And truthfully, the rib they really wanted to say and meant, knowing damn well they're not going to give an actual rib or something like that, or a bone, you know, like marrow, something like that, whatever. The rib they were talking about is if they got a half slab of ribs, like from Outback Steakhouse on the nearest barbecue joint that has the good barbecue sauce on the ribs. That's what the rib they were talking about. They were going to give you one of the rib toward the left side of the slab, or turkey rib, whatever you prefer. But you get what I'm saying, okay? So that's the rib they really were talking about, you know. But you interpret it, and they made it seem like they meant they were, if they had to give a rib, they're able to give some bones, which I don't think you could donate bones itself. But you know what I'm talking about. So she, you know, is hurt and just feels some type of way. And this is like maybe sometimes a reflection of mirror, like you may be accepting guys too quickly. But wait, when you talked to Lyrica saying the baby mom was comparing her to Masika, I don't recall whatever Mr. Goldie Gucci, baby mom, I hate that word, baby mom, baby daddy. I thought that was gonna go out. Remember that song, Just Baby Daddy, came out in 1996? Why that shit did not pass? Why is those terms still here? Oh gosh. Anyway, so, you know, she didn't say nothing about Masika. She said, bitch, I'm going to fuck you. That's what I heard. I didn't hear nothing about Masika, Marilyn Monroe, nobody. She said, Alexis, you bitch. You. Okay? So, I think that's the end we see Alexis Sky in the episode. Now we see Keyshia Cole. She in the studio with A1. A1, I gotta say this, y'all. I actually do like his pearls and his nail polish. And I kind of wonder, like, you know, I want to know where he gets pearls. But yet, why don't he patent that idea, or, you know, get some partnership or something, you know, wherever he getting these pearls from. You know, you might as well make some money off and get some fresh, you know, some freshwater pearls from A1, freshwater A1, A1's freshwater. I'm just saying. Maybe even, you know, patent a nail polish, you know, get, you know, new color for fall, for Wet n Wild, Halloween edition, shit. I'm just saying. So, you know, Keyshia Cole's thinking about this one particular song. They can go in and do whatever, blah, blah, right? And here come Lyrica. Lyrica, they canceled the session. A1 canceled the session with her, and because he was going to work with another artist. And when she comes in, she actually wasn't bothered because, to a certain degree, she was just like, oh, okay. And then she was like, okay, I didn't know he was, you know, who the session was with. And then when Keyshia Cole's like, you know, let me take my Keyshia Cole's like this. Let me take my beautiful blue bag purse, a glitter purse, which I want one of those myself. Okay, that's me saying that. And I'll see you later on. You know, because when she was like, okay, well, maybe we can, you know, pin some, you know, stuff together, correct some stuff together, but I'll see y'all later on. Church finger, she leaves. So when they're talking, Lyrica's like, okay, so why you couldn't tell me about this session? You know, when I helped out with Chris Brown party, I made this a hit and blah, blah, blah. But she was just still kind of nice. So then he kind of slipped up and admitted that it was a sneak session. And she wasn't mad about him working with Keyshia Cole, even though she did say that she didn't want him working or against with any females. But she was saying the principle is that she you know, has been with him thick and thin. But then she started crying, but I don't see no tears. I mean, there are times people start, you know, the tears, they be like holding on and they go back in the eye socket, go right back in here, you know, you know, go back in here, you know, type of cry. But still, the way that she cried knocked on A1's hat off and walks away because she felt like, well, you know, I've been getting, you know, I had to work harder than these business. I've been in the business, blah, 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 and I was with, you know, I had a boyfriend, and blah, 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 blah. People who work with, blah, blah, and had to work harder, blah, 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 just because you know, when I had my granny, you know, I'm going to help him now, so I don't appreciate this, blah, blah, you know, this open, blah, 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 blah. Knocks hat off. And when she comes back, either maybe she has, I don't know what, you know, what makeup that she wears that it is everlasting 24-hour all day proof, because I didn't see any smudges, anything to indicate. But like I said, when you sometimes have cry, say, but even then, maybe she must have put, some clear eye in her eyes or something. Shit, I don't know. But I noticed it was nothing that said, like, she really cried, even though she was upset and she was thinking about, she was going to keep walking. She was going to walk into this mirror. But then he thought about it as, like, yeah, she was with me. She helped my career grow to where it is now. When he gets a check, he stay a check. So basically, that kumbaya reconcile, something about, she was like, you go give me Gucci bag, and he's talking about a Porsche. But we all know what happened last season. Okay, never mind. I don't want to talk about that right now. But yeah, well, it looks like a lot of things is coming up better for them. So maybe he could do that. But they, all of a sudden, they hugs and love. Cute. Okay, that's great. Okay. So, I don't know if that means they're going to be working with Keyshia Cole's song on this upcoming album or not. But we will see. But they all happy. Reunited. And it feels so good. Anyway. So, now, the last part, 2 parts I'm going to get to. Like I said, it wasn't too much. No, it's 3. Now, we got Mr. Safari, Mr. Coconut Oil. He got Chanel West is in the studio. She actually, the song, again, it's them little 15-second snippets that sound like it's a really good ass song. And it actually wasn't that bad, whatever. Where'd she get the little things and it looked like his earrings, or what were earrings in her, that one braid, the one fishtail braid. That was actually cute. So she made Hazel E, and Hazel E is already coming in there like, somebody like, from Coming to America is supposed to throw petals in her and shit everywhere she goes with some glitter and stuff like she Mariah. I don't know. She just has this attitude where she's beyond bitter and feels like she has to be a bitch. Okay. So, but she's letting everyone like, oh, okay, well, we can work this, or he work this, whatever, because Safari knows in all the planes, the coconuts and everything that she had at her event. So he looks at her possibly as a style, because he's like, Ray J could deal with that one with her in the booth. But other than that, he sees her style and everything look good for that. I guess the video for maybe this particular song, A New Bay. So, to make a long short story, after she comes in there, she's just like, we're not going to, like, do too much. You're a pop, hip-hop artist, so we're going to just, work with, not making your image, look like, you're just biting off black folks. She didn't say that, but she pretty much indirectly kind of said it. That's how I interpret it, and that's how I see it. So, on the day of the shoot, Hayes come there, that she had this bad, this nice jacket, it's a cute one, but if you hug somebody, then they might have to go into the emergency room, those type of spikes, okay? So, jacket. And then, Chanel come on the set, and I think they were saying something about, they didn't get the memo or something like that. She gave a memo about what she was going to bring to the set of the video or something like that. And she just come in, she was trying to use Rose Burgundy as the guy. She was confused, and Chanel was confused, like, okay, I didn't know, because she came on last. First, Safari came there, Hazel E comes, or is already there on set, and then Chanel comes in, But Chanel's like, okay, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, here go Hazel E. I want you to do this, 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 and this. And Chanel's like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and 1-2 step in the dirt. And how you expect me to do this dance moves on cue, okay? And then, Hazel E's like, okay, I'm getting heated. I am sick of this. And we already know there was going to be a problem. Then all of a sudden, I think it was only a couple more words. I think Chanel just did this. I don't know even what she did. I think she just breathed, literally. And I don't, all of a sudden, here go Hazel, what? And, of course, the bodyguards are stopping it. But she's like, you know what? You're going to go. And I'm confused, like, wait a minute, ain't this girl's been in Safari, Mr. Coconut Oil, which I wonder how much, does he have that on the market? What I'm saying is, well, I was confused. Then all of a sudden, we heard a backdrop of Hazel E track, and she just, with the dancers and stuff, and then they really just cut to the next scene. I was confused, like, is it their shoot, or did Hazel E just take over? They share a timeline? They have the 3:30 and she started 3:31? Why was she able to basically take over the video shoot? And then we had another scene with Hazel E. She up here trying to model, and I think she had some bronze or something. I ain't really a makeup person, so I don't know what the heck is going on. But she's sitting there, with the fan luxurious, and you got Rose Burgundy. She's about to shake up the damn champagne on the back and, spray all over and stuff. And the photographer like, okay, bro, you good? Basically, let's take a break. And he basically is like, you know, what are we going to do? You know, what about me? What about my time? And Hazel E lets us know that she pays all the bills, blah, blah, blah. So to make a long story short, like, you know, your time will come and need it. But Hazel E, it is Hazel E's show. Okay, and you know, Hazel wants to remind us that if he don't get himself together, you know, be another dude to take the spot. But he kind of, you know, trying to find himself, whatever. What about me? You know, the typical, you know, when I'm gonna get my shine on. Well, first Hazel E's gotta get hers first, and it hasn't came yet. So when she finally finds a way to get her shine as far as his rap career booming, maybe, you know, he can get his, and so. That's going to be a long wait. Okay, so, anyways, I mean, like I said, it looked like whatever she was, the beauty products for, so she could do that. But as far as rap career, I mean, it can happen, but reality is also there too. I mean, miracles happen every day, and so does reality. So, yeah. But as far as that, have we heard her tracks? Are y'all looking for that, Piff? Are we getting the free mixtape LP from Hazel E? Have we heard any tracks or snippets that apply to her? Come on, let's be for real. I'll give great vibe. We here. You know what I'm saying? And play her track, whatever the hell was in the background this time, which she just deboed the whole Chanel West and Coconut Safari Oils set. But anyways, so the last part I wanted to talk about, two parts. You know, we got Cisco coming there looking like he went to Victoria's Secret. You know, got, you know, the sales they be having on the lotions and sprays, some lingerie. And I already knew based on the episode of the preview that something was up. He takes himself in there and he says, you know, the terror thing, he don't know about it, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, it's another issue where he, you know, he's getting the love thing. And, you know, Cisco, at least what I've gathered is, he's one of those dudes that's most likely, maybe for a while, maybe to whenever, the most you might get out of him is a main. Maybe a main side chick, whatever. But what I mean is, main meaning that you're the most acknowledged. That don't mean you the only one. At the most. Shit. We already know what he did the first season. He up there trying to fight dudes because he wanted to be part of the Creep Squad. Now, last time I checked, when I watched the Love and Hip Hop New York, the original cast, you didn't get in a Creep Squad, or maybe it's behind the scenes or something. It didn't require you being in a Creep Squad, you know, you gave it, donated or volunteer soup kitchens, you know, did, you know, community work. You know, Ray is up there, like I said, you know, they got him during their fetal position when they, you know, until they put him up. He up there bleeding, you know, on one of his legs and stuff like that. Masika's like, what the hell just happened? We got Mr. Ray in the background or outside talking about how she needs to control her animals and stuff like that. But it pretty much ends with Zil, you know, Zil didn't get a chance to do anything. And I think in this episode, then Ray gonna be one to start trying to throw stuff, something about some guy that they, you know, or Zil trying to mess with his guy or something. But I'm like, really? They got the previews like Zil was going to be able to at least get hand. You know, he even knocked his damn hat off or nothing. Just left it there. You know, I'm not encouraging violence, but what I'm saying is, it's like, them bodyguards better, you know, get paid nicely. Because how many times, security, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many times we had seen them this episode just alone? And not only that, but they did a good job with, you, like I said, we didn't even see his hat being taken off his head, you know, Mr. Ray's head. Nothing at all, okay? We seen him with Cisco, we seen Moniece Sky and Mr. Goldie, and we see, yeah, it was okay. Then also with them, like I said, this before times, and then we have the Hazel. So with this, we got 4 or 5 times of this. But that's how pretty much the episode is. And if I miss anything, y'all, it probably wasn't worth remembering. Probably, not to say it's not worth remembering, because like I said, serious issue with the alcoholism and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'll probably be back here Sunday night, and of course, hugs and loves, and have a pleasant week, pleasant weekend. And I definitely see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care. Let me go ahead and, like I said, you know, like I said, A1 need to patent them pearls or something. You know, fresh water, A1 fresh water pearl. I'm just saying. She was just saying, you know, you can get a sponsorship, but yeah. All right, let me get out of here.